So then, the All-Star race, what was that? It was quite the watch. I mean, I've just finished watching the Open and the All-Star race itself. I managed to watch the first half of the Open, but then it started to run very late, and of course, UK viewer, watching American sport, I have to go to bed and then pick it up on the Monday. But, hey, it was quite something. Was that Ty Gibbs' first win in a Cup Series car? I think it was, when he led Bubba Wallace across the line in the All-Star Open. The person who got in on the fan vote, well, that wasn't over the Loa Gregson, which, well, I think he was probably quite happy to see. Meant that we have an SHR car up in the main All-Star race. But the win, for the second week in a row, goes to Ford. This time it's Penske. Joey Logano takes the win from Denny Hamlin, with third place going to Chris Buescher, showing that RFK are still up there as a team. And yeah, it's fine performance for the 17, and that team is so in form right now. Ryan Blaney ended up getting 5th. He was running up at 3rd for quite a while as well. Kyle Larson did the last to 4th challenge. Of course, he missed practice and qualifying because he was out qualifying for the Indy 500, which I will be covering on the channel over the course of next week or so. Top 6 for Bubba Wallace, then it was Chastain, Elliott, McDowell and Kyle Busch rounding out that top 10. Logano did, for all intents and purposes, essentially run off into the distance, especially when they had to do the stopper halfway and he put on the soft tyres. Those soft tyres seemed to be quite effective. I didn't like the way the Fox showed the difference. You know, by putting the names in red, it made me feel like, oh, well, they're people who were on the bubble of being eliminated or something like that. They probably could have found a better way to do it, but it makes it very clear, at the very least, who is on the soft and who's not. But the soft tyre showed that it could be faster, and in the main All-Star race, as it got darker, didn't show as much drop-off as I think they were expecting. As could be proven by how Bubba Wallace managed to just about stay on the lead lap over the course of that stint before the final caution. Was it the mandatory caution? I can't remember. It's been quite a long race, even though it's only, 200 laps. What I do remember is the contact between Kyle Busch and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That contact, which took Stenhouse out on lap 2 of the race. He parked it in Kyle Busch's pit stall, then had to stay in the infield the entire race because you can't get out of the infield over the course of the All-Star race because of the way the North Wilkeshire is built. And then after the race, found Kyle Busch and gave his payback. Now, I haven't seen any particular onboards for either of the cars, and I heard Mike Joy saying that he thought that there wasn't any contact initially. But watching the TV cameras, you can see when that first sort of contact happens, you can't tell whether it's Stenhouse who starts it or whether it's Busch bouncing off the wall that gets into Stenhouse, but you do see a tyre mark pop up on the 8, in particular the number 8, on the left side, which means that there was contact between the two cars. Now, was it deserved for Busch to pay him back? This is NASCAR. You can make the case for or against it. I would say that Busch didn't wreck Stenhouse. It was Stenhouse's overreaction that made him right-hand down into the outside wall, because Busch turned him when he was turning left, and he kept turning left a bit more, than he snaps to the right, and he's into the wall. On the other hand, the punch, that was 100% on the Stenhouse. And, I mean, people like to dunk on Stenhouse quite a lot, but for you to get into the All-Star race and then be taken out after 1% of the race is run, yeah, I could see why you'd be annoyed. Especially if you're a smaller organisation like JTT Doherty, who rely on things such as sponsorship. Your sponsors aren't getting that much airtime when you put straight into a wall. They're also not going to get any airtime when you're there in your civvies after the race decking the guy who put you in the wall, because their brand isn't on it. Though, given how some brands react to these kinds of things, maybe that was a good thing. Let me know your thoughts about the All-Star race in the comment section down below. I enjoyed it. I enjoy these exhibition races. I wish the more series would have them. But, of course, with NASCAR being as long of a season as it is, whilst it's nice to break up the action, I can't tell whether it helps the momentum of the series, or whether the idea that you have to split this up to be able to make it more tolerable means that the series is far too long. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.